Hello chess lovers, I have a very beautiful game for you played by Lebedev and Gonak. The game was played in 1938 in Tulsk. Let's see how the game went on. Lebedev started with knight f3 and d5 by Gonak. d4, knight f6, c4, c6, black goes for Slav defense. Knight c3, d takes c4, knight e5, e6, e3 and knight d7. Actually, a better continuation is playing b5 and protecting the pawn on c4. If a4, then bishop b4. If bishop d2, then queen b6 with equal game. But instead, after e3, we see knight d7, f4, bishop b4. Again, it was not too late to play b5, but definitely black had decided to give up this pawn on c4. Bishop takes c4, knight e4, putting more pressure on c3 square, and white castled kingside, allowing black to win a pawn. Knight takes c3, b takes c3, bishop takes c3, rook b1, knight f6. On the surface this looks like a normal move, but actually after this move black is starting to face a lot of problems. Here comes f5, knight d5, white is trying to open up the f file. F takes e6, bishop takes e6, and rook takes b7. Well, actually, instead of rook takes b7, white had a very beautiful chance to win the game. You can pause the video and try to find the best continuation for white. Ready? Knight takes f7 is very strong. If bishop takes f7, then rook takes f7. If king takes f7, then rook takes b7 check, and black is forced to give up his queen. Otherwise, if a move like king g8, then after queen h5, threatening checkmate in one. Black is in trouble. If queen f6, then bishop takes d5 check, c takes d5, queen takes d5 check, king f8. This bishop is also joining the attack, bishop a3 check, and it's over. Black king is getting checkmated. What a beautiful combination. But instead, after bishop takes e6, we see rook takes b7, black castles, queen b3. Now white is threatening to capture on d5 and then on c3. Queen c8, counter-attacking the rook on b7. Bishop a3, rook e8, and now you can pause the video and try to find a brilliant combination by Lebedev. Ready? White played knight takes f7. As you can see, the pawn on e3 is also hanging, and black played knight takes e3. Bishop takes e6, queen takes e6. And now on the surface it looks like that black's position is okay, but now white plays a fantastic move, knight h6 check, sacrificing the knight. Now if g takes h6, then white can play rook f8 check, deflecting the rook. If rook takes f8, then queen takes e6 check, and after king h8, queen e5 check, black king is getting checkmated. Let's go back. After knight h6 check, that's why we see king h8. And now comes another brilliant move, rook f8 check, sacrificing the rook. Rook takes f8. Looks like the queen on e6 is hanging, but it turns out that white can't capture on e6 because black has this strong resource, rook f1 checkmate. Look at this beautiful checkmate. That's why after rook takes f8, white played bishop takes f8. Now if queen takes b3, then white can play bishop takes g7 checkmate. Let's go back. After bishop takes f8, black played rook takes f8. Again, white can't capture on e6 because of this rook f1 checkmate. And now comes another beautiful move, knight f7 check, and black resigned. This is a very powerful move. This is blocking the f file, and at the same time white is using the weakness of the 8th rank. Now if king g8, then white can play queen takes e6. The f file is blocked, there is no checkmate. Or after knight f7 check, if a move like rook takes f7, then rook b8 check, and black king is getting checkmated. What a beautiful game. Your comments and questions please, and thanks for watching. Good luck.